Last Sunday was the Feast of Pentecost, kind of wrapping up the entire proper time of the year liturgically, and now we move into what is called the ordinary time of the year, that long green season, that season after Pentecost. And so the calendar year is sort of broke into these not quite equal two halves. We have from Advent all the way through Pentecost, going through Christmas and Epiphany and Lent and Easter and then the Feast of Pentecost. And then the rest of the year, from June on and through November, being that green season, the season after Pentecost. And it's a wonderful time. It's summertime. We can be a little bit more relaxed. It's also a time with the lectionary that we hear some of the teachings of Christ, a lot of imagery about the Eucharist and about being the bread of the world broken for us. Also a lot of healing stories. We'll have a lot of stories of Jesus' miraculous healing, and not just thinking about the physical healing, but also the emotional, spiritual healing that, of course, is much deeper in that gospel message. So all of that gets kind of kicked off this Sunday. Of course, it is also Father's Day, and it's a time that we want to really honor those who have been like fathers in our own lives, people who have provided nurturing for us, as well as kind of a mentoring that we look for in that role. So we'll be starting off the service with Praise My Soul, the King of Heaven, that wonderful English Edwardian tune by John Goss with this very strong text. And that third verse begins, Father-like, he tends and spares us. Very thrilling way to start the Eucharist off. For the next few weeks, the choir will be singing some anthems that we are going to be taking on our upcoming trip to Edinburgh and Durham. So we'll be singing some anthems that you've heard within the past year or so, but these are things that we're refining and polishing up to take with us on the road. We will also be chanting the psalm, and we'll be doing some of the psalms that we will be singing on that trip. Because, of course, a very important part of evensong, that daily diet of prayer, is chanting from the Psalter. So, just a little bit of a heads up, the psalm for this Sunday and the week after and that first Sunday in July, they will all be from the older Coverdale Psalter, which is roughly equivalent to the language that was in the 1928 prayer book. So a little bit of an older, more like an Elizabethan, sort of a Shakespearean language. And it'll be fun for a few weeks at least to have some of that elegant poetry of an earlier time. We will also be saying the psalms, reciting them at the 8 o'clock service in that same Coverdale language. So we'll have a little bit of taste of that Rite One kind of language in our psalms. As I say, the choir will be singing some of the anthems that we're taking with us, and one of the pieces that we'll be taking and that we're going to sing this Sunday at Communion is a very beautiful setting of Edmund Spenser's poetry. Edmund Spenser, of course, was a 17th century poet, and it's a setting by the contemporary American composer Gary Davison. And this is from one of his sonnets, Most Glorious Lord of Life. And it ends with that beautiful proclamation, so let us love, dear love, like as we ought. Love is the lesson that the Lord us taught. Again, what a beautiful sentiment for this Father's Day and such sumptuous music. Also, one other small change in our liturgy for this coming Sunday and then continuing on through the summer. Father Chris wanted us to bring back the confession, and so we've decided we're going to start using prayers of people form 6, which ends with that confession right in it, and it sort of makes it a little bit more efficient. So we'll be holding on to the Gloria in Excelsis at the beginning, and we'll be picking up prayers of the people form 6 with the confession as we continue to explore more ways of expressing our faith and our worship and our liturgy together. So we hope that as you get the summer really rolling, that you will join us here at St. John's, 8 o'clock in the chapel for Rite One, 9 o'clock at Lakeshore Park, and 10:30 with the choir in the Cathedral Church. We hope that you will come and worship with us this weekend.